Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
You little sluts.
Best intro ever.
That was awesome. That couldn't have been timed more perfectly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to today's episode. Not this week's episode, but today's episode, where we're going to be discussing another spooky topic. I'm not really good with the horror stuff. Anyway, before we get into it...
Shut up, Pete.
Before we get into it, allow me to introduce my cohorts here. As you can see, we have two special guests joining us. You've seen them before, so allow me to introduce them first. First, to Jeremy's right, we have Mr. Joe Rush.
What up, guys? That's all you're getting out of me. Sorry.
Fucking man of my caliber. All right, and to my right, you have Dan Alves.
What's up?
They didn't see that. You should use your other hand.
What's up? What's up?
Do a stranger.
Oh, God.
Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
To my far, far, far left, we have the biggest Zelda fan in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Jeremy Bird.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The biggest Zelda fan in the world coming at you once again.
Fucking favorite. I love when he does that.
You know what? That was great.
And to my direct left, we have Mr. I'm Wondering himself with the best cap in the business.
It's phenomenal.
Spectacular.
Don't interrupt me.
Wonderful.
It's stupendous.
Hey.
Mr. Peter Anderson.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Right there.
And I am the host for this episode, part of episode. Whatever.
What the fuck are you on?
I'm on a lot less than you've been on in the past, sir. Nicholas De Jesus. And I'm wondering when the fuck Pete's gonna stop sipping that empty goddamn glass of water.
It's not empty, it's full
Oh, damn it. I thought it was still empty. Shit.
That's the third video. When Jay does the introduction.
But today we are talking about the most gruesome deaths in video games. And we're discussing this because, as you know, it's our Halloween theme. On Saturday's Halloween. We have a special surprise for you on Friday. It's gonna be lovely. But
Oh, so lovely.
I'm sorry.
What?
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 What in the butt?
Yeah.
And Pete only gets one honorable mention this
I
time.
will
Yeah.
only give one honorable
Good.
mention.
You had like
You
one
guys
last
make it
time.
sound like I do
and
50.
and by one he means 173.
This fucking kid.
But first, let us start with the most gruesome deaths. Dan, we're starting with you.
Mortal Kombat X.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's graphic. It's graphic. You can see the bones. You can see the blood, and it's fantastic. Definitely one of mine.
All right.
But I did not see that.
I did not see that shit coming at all.
Well done.
Well done.
This is
Wow.
unswerved.
All
I
right.
honestly thought he was going to say Pikachu. You know when Pikachu faded,
Every time Pikachu fainted, when I was trying to go through.
I was like, the
Turned to
next time,
beautiful
should I
Mario.
choose you?
Definitely my favorite. It's really good.
Do you have one that's in particular? Sub-Zero, Scorpion.
Sub-Zero is my favorite character of all time.
Like
And
any
So
favorite-
you like his
in Mortal Kombat.
you like his fatalities?
Yeah,
Much better?
It's dope. I like his uppercuts.
It's dope, yo. It's dope.
I like the uppercuts he does. Like I like.
Some Joe. Joe is losing his shit over here.
Like he's really dope.
Dope. Yo, my man Sub-Zero is dope.
It's dope.
Right here.
He's the
Do your
dopest.
chain hang low.
He's the dopest motherfucker. He don't got nothing on Jack.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
Next.
Actually, one of my. What's the guy with the hat?
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao. I like when he throws the hat down and then he
it's
grabs
just-
the legs and then
Yep.
he just like that's one of my
I
favorites.
And
still
gives
like
them a little whee.
Yeah.
I still like Ermax one where he basically floats you up midair, rips your intestines
Yeah.
out, drops on the ground, and then drops you, and I'm just like,
I like Cassie Cage is good too.
Oh,
yeah.
There's
Was
the
she
one.
in X?
Yeah.
She was.
she's brand new.
There's two that's cool. And when we were at Evo, if I was really mad, I would end up doing this as a fatality. What she does is, and this is no spoilers, play the goddamn game. It came out in April. You shoot out the legs so they're on their knees, and then she shoots the head so there's a spear of blood coming out. She's chewing gum the whole time. She walks up, puts the gum. The gum starts to get big. It pops and they fall. And then the fun one is the selfie where
so the fun one is the selfie?
Yeah, where she hits it, the jaw hangs down, and then she takes the photo in. It's like Facebook. It's like, oh my god! And then you just see Goro go, Goro! It's great. That's definitely one of my favorites. Even her X-Ray. Play Cassie Cage. You'll have a great time. That was my favorite.
She's dope, yo.
She's dope. This is the realest motherfucker. Johnny Cage got nothing on her.
But Johnny Cage is a father.
She got nothing on her. He's got a
I
dick.
used to think Johnny Cage was dope. I used to think Sonya Blade was dope. But you put the two together, the dopest.
Oh my god.
The realest motherfucker.
The realest.
Nah, me. All right.
That made a yo man. I can't forget about what was the other one? Who's the one that nobody ever played as in that game? I'm trying to remember. What?
Goro?
No, everybody played as Goro. Who's the one that nobody gave a shit about? Shinnok Shinnok.
Yeah, the final boss.
Yeah, nobody cares about him. Ermac, he's got some nice ones
Yeah.
too. But moving on.
Ermac's always been good. Ermac's always been a good character to play.
Yeah, of course. Well, if you can master him, my buddy could do like a 61 combo with him.
Yeah,
And I'm just like,
nice.
that's insane.
That's nice. That's nice. What about you, Joe? What do you think of Mortal Kombat X?
Didn't play it.
Never
so
played
I'm
it?
not gonna-
Alright.
I haven't played Mortal Kombat since Super Nintendo. If you want an honest answer.
What was
So,
your favorite fatality in Super Nintendo?
any of them.
So where the spikes go?
I was 13 at the time, so every single fucking one of them was
Exactly.
fucking
It
awesome.
was so dope. It was the dopest motherfucker.
All right. So, since we started with our ludicrously weird guest, let's start with our normal one.
That's you?
No, guest.
He's still learning the whole
He still doesn't understand what guest means. Joe, most gruesome death in gaming.
Mine is a little generic like Dan's. The game Manhunt.
Oh,
Pretty much
Oh, I forgot about that.
every kill in that game
Yeah.
is pretty bad.
Anything is a weapon, so
Exactly. So whatever you wanted to do, you pretty much could in that game. So
I'll give you one then.
perfect.
The plastic bag.
That's what I was thinking of too. When you just take the
Put
plastic
the bag and you start punching him in the face and smash his head into the wall. Just, oh my god.
I mean, I had fun playing that game though. I'm not gonna lie. You know, you get to
wasn't
take
that the open world horror or beat 'em up that Rockstar put out after Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The first one was pretty good. Then they tried to redo it, and made a second one. and
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
that one
and
was
it's shit
trash.
the bed.
Yeah.
So
But those are when it's good game. You're having a bad day and you just want to go in a virtual world and just throw a plastic bag over somebody's head
and
beat
then
the crap
slam
out
him
of
into
it.
the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
You
on,
know?
now the parents can all bring it up.
They're talking about
they brought up
violence in
killing
video
people
games.
after having a rough
Violence
day.
in video games
Yep.
prevents violence in real life.
Yep.
The more you know, Improv Gaming. And Dan with the thumbs up. That's a dope thing to say.
So,
That's
yeah,
dope.
he gets
So
the
dope.
two
That's a
thumbs
dope
up.
thing to do.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on!
And Jeremy.
Jeremy.
If you know me, it's got to be Splatterhouse.
I thought he was going to say Legend of Zelda.
I did. He said, "If you know me," and that cued me immediately. Something in Legend of Zelda, really? I've got to listen to this.
Yeah,
and
you
he goes
start
Splatterhouse, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that too. I forgot about that."
Stab Ganondorf neck. The boss fight with the boss fight with Biggie Man, the big guy who's got the chainsaw arms and the bag over his head.
Okay, yeah.
Pain in the ass battle. You go through the whole thing. Basically, and you cut off you damage one of his chainsaw arms. You rip it off. You shove it into him, and then you go straight up the torso through the head with the chainsaw. And then literally, when he's laying there, the door opens up. You rip the other one off, and you just like, all right, I can use this for a couple minutes. You walk off with it. I was just like, blood splatter, just brain matter, everything. Just literally rip the arm off, shove it in, go up through the torso. I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
It's because it was an original boss from the original Splatterhouse games, which they brought back, and I'm just like, all right.
Nice.
Well done.
Nice. I love Splatterhouse.
Yeah.
It was so gruesome.
Oh, it was so much fun.
We should do a playthrough for this
You
week.
and I should.
Yeah.
I
Maybe,
got
maybe tomorrow? Do we have it?
I have it for 360.
You have it for 360?
Yeah.
Alright, that means that we're figuring out the Elgato and we're going to do the playthrough of that one.
Yep.
That's exactly what that means.
Yeah.
We're going to do a playthrough of that one.
We also have to do Until Dawn.
Okay.
We gotta watch it.
Yeah,
That's
we
a
got
lot.
lots to
That's
do.
been popping up. That's been popping up as a let's play a lot right
Yeah,
now.
friggin' sleeper hit, man. I'm telling you. But
What about you? What's your
I would have just advised that I do have one. Just one. Honorable mention.
By one, he means that he has one that he's going to touch on
One.
to remind
Well
him
done.
of
In
another
21
one.
and 1.
Yeah.
No,
It's 1 in 21.
the one honorable mention I have going off of Rockstar is the Red Dead spoilers. Please, spoilers.
Spoilers. Spoilers. Spoilers. Spoilers.
Is when
Oh, you forgot.
He froze.
Come out of the bar.
Buffering.
when in Red Dead Redemption, when he walks out of the bar, the main character, and he just gets shot, and just a pile of people. You go to shoot and take as many people as you can, and then this scene comes and he just gets totally shot down, and his wife and his son is nowhere to be found. And next thing you know, you take place of this as the son, and you
Moving
just
on
visit
with
the
it.
grave, and you see John, just gravesite.
I didn't see that ending coming.
No, like I was like, go away. I'm like, why is he sending them away? They escaped. And he goes, this is not over. I said, what do you need to do? And then you just walk out to the bar, and I saw all those people, and I go, oh no. And it's and then it gave that slowdown where I'm like, oh, I'll take all these motherfuckers out.
There's
and
no
then
fucking way.
Yeah.
No.
Then you get up to the 6, and I'm like, I do not have enough bullets for all these people. And then you just say, "Pah, pah, pah," and I'm like, oh my god, and the blood and everything. But the number one death, gruesome death, you have to, in anything you have to say, is obviously God of War. Especially God of War 3. I mean, every single death is gruesome in that series. And especially in the third, when the blood stays on his body after you kill, and you just see... And then, of course, we have to bring up Hercules and him beating the crap out of Hercules.
Just the fact that you beat him into the ground, then you knock him down, and you beat his head into the ground
Yep.
with those gauntlets.
Yep.
Just
And then to the end with Zeus. And then, like, even just getting stabbed in the big hole, like, just how gruesome this game was, you know, and you saw everything, you know. It's like Dead Space has, you know, that eye, when you see the eye, and, remember the eye scene where they're, going.
Where you're drilling in.
Yep, and, like, Dead Space is a gory game, but for God of War especially, and you got to think when they come out with God of War 4, because you know it's inevitable. Santa Monica's coming out with it. You know
It was funny because you're talking about God of War and how gruesome it is. I had a coworker that was talking about how violent video games are, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, "GTA," and I was like, "You understand games get a lot worse than Grand Theft Auto, right?" And she goes, "How could they possibly get worse?" I was like, "Okay."
You ever played Dante's Inferno?
No. What I started off with was God of War. I was like, "There's a game out there where you mount the back of a Gorgon. You know what a Gorgon is?" And she goes, "Yeah, that's Medusa." I was like, "Yeah, you mount the back of a Gorgon, you crunch her neck 3 times, and then you rip her head off, and you use it as a weapon against other enemies that you turn into stone and you obliterate into dust if you can kill them in time." All right, that's just a starter. Allow me to bring you into the world of Dante's Inferno, where the first thing that you meet is babies with sights for arms and legs, and let me take you over to Cleopatra when you go to fight her, and her nipples are hollowed out, so that then those same fucking horrifying goddamn babies come out of her nipples and start to attack you. And then let me allow you to fucking see the last boss, where his dong is fucking jiggling between his legs while you're fighting him. I was like, games get a lot fucking worse than Grand Theft Auto. I was like, you should be proud that the only game your son is interested in is Grand Theft Auto.
That's what
because
I
they
hate.
are far
is
worse.
Everybody pegs Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, dude, that's child's play. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you guys expected one of us to say Grand Theft Auto, you've come to the wrong show.
No.
I mean,
You
there's
obviously come to the wrong show.
there's so many worse.
And there goes the viewership.
But there is no gruesome death in Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, you could beat the
besides the
hookers.
gunshots.
Yeah,
You know,
but
you could beat the hookers, but I'm like, okay. All right, like, but you know,
there is no gruesome death.
What about the sword in Vice City where you can hack the guy's arms and legs off? Yeah, it's polygons, dude. Nice
Yeah,
try.
there was like barely even fucking like arms and legs.
If like say that they brought the katana back in like GTA 5 and you saw like nubs and whatever, I would have been no. It's like partial polygons walking around and you just see them walking around.
It's not even a lot of blood either. Like
that's like saying in
it's just splattered.
in like the Resident Evil games, you can take them out, dismember them body part by body part, but still like
Sorry.
as an all-around thing. I mean, you have to. A lot of people can't argue. I mean, God of War is just known for its blood. I mean, the first scene. If you would compare God of War to Grand Theft Auto and which one's worse, in the first scene you usually fuck twins.
Yeah, you're usually
there's a
fucking
mini
like
game.
a group of chicks.
And it's a mini game while fucking them, and then you go out and destroy. Like, you remember in the first God of War,
You killed the Hydra.
Yeah, the Hydra,
And then you banged the hell out of a chick.
Yeah, you bang the chick, and then the Hydra, you put the Hydra's head through the mask that broke, and you see him going through.
Yeah, you're taking the Hydra and you're fucking like slamming his fucking head into the pole until it finally bursts out of the other side.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fucking phenomenal. Like I had never seen anything like
I
that.
still love how you killed Poseidon in 3. How the game just starts off right on the back of Gaia and you go right after Poseidon. Just what a just great just battle. You rip off the grab weapons. What's up?
You gotta play.
You gotta play. It's
Inferno.
just they recently released the
Remastered for
and
$40.
you gotta get it because it's just that it's such a beautiful looking game.
Now, did you pick it up? I thought you said you did.
Yeah, no, I played God of War. I played all of them.
And like I said, definitely check it out. Like, but when you think of gruesome games, I think hands down.
You say gruesome, I think of Dante's Inferno, Splatterhouse,
I think of Dante's Inferno.
I still gotta play. Yeah, I know.
I think of Dante's Inferno. But since everything has been mentioned, one runner up that I have for me,
mention?
it is an honorable mention because everything has been mentioned, and I'm not gonna bring up Metal Gear Solid. So, one honorable mention that I do have that I think deserves some credit is
Buffering.
Is it Lollipop Chainsaw?
Yes!
Lollipop?
Yes, thank you!
Lollipop
I was
Chainsaw.
waiting for someone to say that. Thank you.
I thought that game was fairly good, and the gruesome death that I want to talk about is kind of like it happens instantly, and it's her boyfriend.
Yeah.
When she first goes after him, and he gets bit by a zombie, and what she does in order to keep him alive is she chops his head off and puts it on her backpack.
Yep.
And as she's going through, he's giving her tips and all that shit.
That's what I love because I was like, literally, just cut the head off. You put the thing on the bottom and you hook it right to the belt. I'm like, what?
Yep, that I thought was one of the more gruesome deaths that I had seen, where she's forced to cut her boyfriend's head off, and she's fucking perfectly fine with it. On top of that, like she loves him so much that she's like, I don't care if you're just a head. Let's go.
That's a case of one of those games where it was a really good game, but it didn't sell well.
Yeah, the problem with that game was that there were so many hack and slashers that were already dominating the market. So to put another one out there, you had God of War, you had Devil May Cry, you had Bayonetta.
It came at a time of 2 games you and I played well, Prototype and Infamous.
Yeah.
Came out right in the mishmash of that. So
it was just overshadowed. But it was one game that I looked at and I was like, wait, so there's a hot chick in a miniskirt handling a chainsaw killing zombies? And everything about it is themed after Night of the Living Dead? I'm buying it.
That's what I did. I was working at Target at the time, and I got it for like $30.
Yeah,
because I waited a couple weeks for the price to drop, and I'm just like, thank you.
Yeah, I thought that game was fun. I thought it was a really
so
well
much
done
fun.
game.
See, I'm curious to see what they think is the most gruesome game and what their favorite gruesome game is.
Yeah, absolutely. I really want to hear what our fans think are the most gruesome games that they've played, or the most gruesome deaths that you've experienced in gaming. And you're not allowed to say Gray Fox from Metal Gear Solid because that was my idea. And I wasn't going to mention it, but I did.
So you had two honorable mentions.
And Pete is like kicking himself. He's like, fuck, Nick actually did do it. No, that was my number one. That was my number one. But the reason I didn't mention it was because you don't like when I talk about Metal Gear Solid.
I didn't say that. I don't bring up Ratchet and Clank every goddamn day.
I don't bring up Metal Gear Solid every day. It's every other day, okay?
Yeah. every week's episode, we must bring it up at least once
We show
or twice.
our show every other day, and that's when I bring up Metal Gear Solid. Yeah. It's every other day.
I just had a thought. For next year, we're going to have to put a new game on the list. Doom.
Doom.
Because
Yes,
it hasn't
we will.
come out yet, but it
Yes.
just hit me now. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, just
Doom.
from watching the E3 shows, how gory and good does that game look?
That game looks fucking lovely.
And it's on fucking Xbox. I have to get one now.
No, isn't it on PlayStation 4?
I thought it was just
No, I
exclusively.
think it's no. I
We'll
think
look
it's
it up
everywhere.
later.
have to go
Bethesda
back
that's
and
doing
yeah.
it, right? Yeah, no, it should
Who-
be cross-platform.
Who was what in E3? Yeah,
Um,
shut up.
Nobody.
Yeah, the winner of our E3. But yeah, I just remember him taking a leg and beating the crap. Absolutely, I cannot. That is definitely next to Uncharted 4. I think those are my two big games can't wait to play.
You remember after we saw that trailer, we're sitting there and you're like, what are you thinking? I'm just like, okay, impressive startup for Bethesda, but you had me right off the bat, just boom, Doom, right off the bat.
Yep, chainsaw everything.
I still have to see it. I still have to see it in action. I
The
like
trailer?
I like the the game.
Oh,
The
gameplay,
game.
yeah.
I like the trailer. I liked what I saw in the trailer. But aside from that, like for me, games nowadays are as much about the gameplay as they are about the story.
Yeah.
So
Well, if there's a good story.
yeah, if there's a good story.
You
but
can always have a good...
Duke Nukem was a terrible game, and everybody waited for it. Doom 3 was a terrible game. Nobody liked it. So seeing a rebooting of Doom, it's iffy.
You bring Dude Guy back, and you get a decent story about going to hell and finally killing off everything.
That'd
you
be
get a win.
yeah.
If it's just some new guy, we'll see what his story is.
Yeah.
We don't know who it is because they never revealed
Yeah,
it
they
was
never-
Doom
they
Guy.
never.
So
So we'll see how that goes. I'm still hesitant just because I've had my letdowns in first person shooter revitalizations.
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
we'll see. But let us know in the comments what your most gruesome game or gruesome deaths were, and be sure to I don't know, like Pete. I don't know. To the guy that emailed Pete. Stop sucking his dick, please. All right.
Well, thank you to the recent subscribers on YouTube and on Twitter.
Yeah,
We
we've actually been
appreciate
getting a lot of comments, a lot of conversations started, and we haven't been able to get back to everybody, unfortunately.
we all work full-time jobs, so...
We're all working full time for Improv Gaming,
Yeah.
as Pete would say.
Nothing else exists. Giving you the best content we possibly can.
But yeah, we're working hard to kind of develop our image and really get quality content to you guys. So the time being, it might be hard for us to really come and speak back to you, but trust us, we are reading them and we are having great conversations about them, and we do want to include you in them, and we will start to do that in time. But thank you for joining us today, and as always, game on.
Go play with yourself.
Go play with
God
ourselves.
damn it, Pete.
Ourselves. All right.
All right. You connect the guitar to or are you trying to press the button on the controller?
Yes.
Okay, that was not a yes or no.